All right. Hello, everyone. And welcome to the Lava RPC Provider Town Hall. It is great to see you all joining. First, as always, quick mic check. If you have any difficulty hearing me or seeing anything on the screen, just give me a shout in the chat. But until then, I will get going. Hello, my name is Justina. I am Developer Relations Engineer at Lava Foundation. And I am very excited to be spending about 30 to maybe 45 minutes with you this Tuesday afternoon and run the show for the Lava RPC Provider Town Hall. It's been quite a minute since we had the usual Lava RPC Provider Town Hall with all of the updates, and I have quite a few things to share with you that I'm quite excited about. For those who are new, welcome. These events that we do every single month on the Lava Network YouTube channel, we dedicate to spending some time together, going over all of the latest ecosystem updates, everything that has happened in the Lava ecosystem, as well as other projects that we are collaborating with that are relevant to the Lava RPC provider community and I would say the entire Lava network community as well. And also we spent some time diving into the technical updates. And actually I have quite a few things that I wanted to share with you on some things that our team has been working on for quite some time. So we will dive into that. Also, from time to time, we have some guest speakers like the Lava RPC Provider Town Hall that we did a month ago, which we called a little bit differently. We called it The Floor Is event, and we had a guest speaker from Midnight. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out because it was a really interesting event, and we spoke a lot about the collaboration between Lava Foundation and Midnight. And also from time to time we have some deep dive topics and things like that, so it changes, but today we will have a little bit more of a updates filled session. I also will mention that if you miss anything that I say during this session, don't worry. The recordings of these events are always available on the Lava YouTube channel. The recording of this Lava RPC Provider Town Hall will be there right after the live stream ends. And subscribe to the Lava YouTube channel because we are publishing more and more content here. Recently, we published a video with Arbitrum. And we went through lots of interesting things about how Arbitrum stylus enables developers to build faster and how Lava RPC fits into the picture. So check it out and also subscribe to the Lava YouTube channel if you haven't done so, because you will get all of the notifications about the new content that comes on. And if you haven't done that yet, join the Lava Network Discord server. Keep an eye on channels called Tech Updates. Also join the RPC Providers channel if you are interested in joining Lava Network as a RPC node provider. Because this is where we usually share all of the latest technical updates and everything that you should know about what is happening. So I think those are the most important things. And last but not least, as always, I really like hearing from all of you during these sessions. So if you have any questions, or if you would like to just jump in and share some thoughts from your side or share the good vibes, please actively use the chat option of the live stream. And towards the end of the stream, I will leave some time to answer the questions that come up, but you don't have to wait until the end to share them. I will keep the chat open at all times. I will pick up all of the questions and answer them at the end. And if I don't have the answer, or if I need more context, I will definitely also follow up with all of you on Telegram and Discord. Perfect. So let's dive in. This is agenda for today's event. I will start with ecosystem updates. Again, since we haven't really done these type of Lava RPC provider town hall events where we go through all of the things that have been happening in the ecosystem for quite a while. I think maybe the last one that we did in that style was maybe 2 months ago. There are quite a few updates that I wanted to highlight. So some new chains that were added on the Lava network, some renewals that happened recently, and also some exciting ecosystem updates. And after that, I will dive into the technical Lava network updates. And as I have mentioned, there are a few things that I wanted to share. One of them is the current progress and the thought process behind the implementation of the moving stake lock period feature. I will talk about all of the details and the motivation behind implementing this in the first place when we get to that point. Some updates on some of the issues that the Lava RPC providers have raised. So we will speak about the memory leak problem that our team is looking into. And also there are quite a few updates that I wanted to share regarding the projects and the priorities that Lava Foundation team has. And I bet that they will be quite interesting and relevant to all of you. And at the end, there will be a Q&A, but again, please keep the questions coming throughout the entire session. So let's get started with ecosystem updates. I have to say that I think the past 2 months have been really active in the Lava ecosystem, which is really, really great. We had so many great collaborations with other projects, other foundations like Arbitrum that I mentioned. We had a really great collaboration on the video between both teams. Also the midnight conversations that we did, and overall collaboration between Lava and Midnight Foundation. So there are a lot of things that are happening. And also we have hit some really great milestones. Just a few days ago, we noticed that there were 140, by now it's over 140 billion RPC requests serviced across all of the leading chains that are supported on Lava network. So it's a really great milestone, shows great adoption of Lava RPC across different blockchain projects. And again, it would not be possible without you, all of the Lava RPC node providers. So it's a great milestone for everyone. And it's amazing to see these numbers going up. And this also just highlights how many new projects are joining Lava network, and how Lava enables different blockchain projects to bootstrap and enable their developer ecosystems. And one of those projects is Union. You probably saw some announcements before, but I thought it would be good to mention that here as well. Union, they launched their mainnet quite recently, and they are enabling the ZK-powered interoperability and it's designed to connect hundreds of chains, and Lava network was one of the first ones to jump in and support Union and Union developers. And from now on, both Union mainnet and Union testnet are supported on Lava network. And also, Union Foundation wanted to enable Union developers to get going and build easily with no restrictions, and they wanted to provide the public RPC for their developer ecosystem. And of course, there is a rewards pool for all of the Lava RPC node providers that are servicing the requests from Union developer ecosystem. And I saw that we have quite a few providers already supporting Union, both mainnet and testnet. If you haven't done yet, or if you are wondering what new chain to support, that's, I think, is a really good option for you to look into. Yeah, we are also engaging with the Union ecosystem in other ways. Even recently, we had one of the core contributors to Lava Network, Yair, joining Union Hall cast a conversation about what Lava Network is about, what kind of things the team is building, and things like that. So you can check out the Lava Twitter feed, and you will see the recording of that there. And also call out to you. You can also join the Union ecosystem, share your knowledge about how to run the RPC nodes for Union, and get engaged as well. Another one that I have a little update on is Hedera. So Hedera was added to the Lava network a while ago. I think it was August, but we only had the mainnet that was available on the Lava network. And as of September 17th, there is also Hedera testnet that is supported on the Lava network. Same here, same thing here. It's great to see Lava RPC node providers jumping in and supporting the chain from the get-go. If you are looking for a new chain to support, there is also the Hedera testnet available now. And same applies to Hedera, that there is a pool that is available for all of the providers who are supporting Hedera mainnet and testnet. And those rewards are paid out every single month from the pool that is created. Okay, what's next? Movement. So we also announced that Movement has extended the pool for another 9 months. A while ago. I think we also made that announcement back in August, but there were no rewards for the first month. And as of the September 17th, just a reminder to everyone that there are reward pools for both Movement mainnet and testnet. So you can also jump in and support Movement and earn the rewards. So by the 17th of October, providers will be getting the rewards from that pool. And the same thing here with Movement as well, and actually Hedera too. Our team is quite involved with these ecosystems. We are joining the AMAs and other events, and I just wanted to encourage our RPC node provider community, and really anyone that is interested in these projects to join builder communities or node provider communities there, and get engaged, share your experience with supporting these chains on Lava. And I think more engagements will come out from that as well. So it would be really great to see that happening. Next, as of September 17th, you probably noticed that Axelar and Cosmos Hub testnets didn't have the reward pools anymore. And recently we got some new traffic requests from some of the clients that are using Lava, and they would like to see support for these chains. So we are finalizing the details and the plans for what will happen. And it is likely that we will add the support for these chains again, and also have the pools coming in as of the 17th of October. If that happens, it would be great to see providers supporting these chains again. But I will mention that we will definitely share all of the updates and details that you should know about this change over the next few days. Quite often, things change quite quickly, and it really depends on what developers that use Lava RPC need. So if that happens, you will definitely see some updates and announcements from me and the rest of the Lava network team on Telegram and Discord. So you will be informed, but just keep an eye out on this, and you will see the updates on how this will go. But we will definitely have some updates before the new Lava month starts. Then, speaking about other collaborations and ecosystem updates, as I have mentioned, there have been so many things that have happened over the past 1 to 2 months. Another really exciting initiative that is happening right now with the NEAR builder community is that Lava Network is supporting subsidized access to Lava RPC API starter plan, specifically for NEAR builders. And this is an initiative that Lava Network and NEAR is collaborating on to enable projects that are in a pre-launch or early stage projects, or teams that are building AI native agents, apps, or infrastructure, to enable them to easily access RPC and scale their projects. So we are really excited about that. The applications for accessing the sponsored plans are still open for everyone. Like, even if people from our community are building something on NEAR, you can apply. But I also wanted to highlight that we are able to offer these amazing opportunities and enable different ecosystems like NEAR through the service that the Lava RPC node providers are running. And it is great to see this amazing collaboration that is happening between Lava Foundation and NEAR protocol right now. I think I had another update on another collaboration. Yeah. So if you have listened to our conversation with Midnight that we did about a month ago, you probably are already familiar with quite a few really interesting and exciting initiatives that are happening in the Midnight ecosystem. We spoke quite a lot about the Midnight's glacier drop and scavenger mine. And I just wanted to mention that we saw that the time deadlines were extended for getting involved in both of these. I believe that the glacier drop deadline to be involved in that and claim the night tokens that they are distributing is the 20th of October. And the scavenger mine initiative, where I think is a perfect opportunity for the Lava RPC node providers to get involved, is also extended. So it will start right after the deadline of the glacier drop. And if you are new to these initiatives, and if you're not that familiar about the collaboration that Lava and Midnight Foundation has, I would really suggest you to check out the videos on the Lava YouTube channel and look for the event that was a video that is called The Floor Is. And you will see a video recording between me and the team member from the Midnight Foundation, and we covered everything from what is the vision of Midnight as a project, what they are working on, what are the future plans, what is the collaboration between Midnight and Lava Network, and also all of these community initiatives. So check them out, get involved, because overall Lava is continuing the great collaboration with Midnight. And this partnership is all about promoting security and reliability in the blockchain ecosystem. And yeah, you will also see more initiatives and more collaborations between these projects as the time goes on. So don't miss your chance to get involved in these exciting initiatives that are happening right now on the Midnight ecosystem side. All right, I think those are the key updates. So just to summarize, we have quite a few new chains and renewals happening, so get involved there. And it is really great to see all of these collaborations between Lava and different blockchain projects and foundations happening. And this is something that we as a team want to really double down on, because it is great to enable different developer ecosystems to build easier and faster, and also that empowers the adoption of Lava network across all of these different ecosystems. Now, I would like to dive into the technical updates, because there are quite a few things that I wanted to cover. So the first one is the moving stake locking period. I actually did make a post about it in the Telegram group. It was just very brief, and I wanted to take a little bit more time, just a few minutes, to talk a little bit more about it, explain how this feature would actually work, and just to be more precise in how we describe what this feature is for, and what is the current implementation that the team is thinking about and is already working on. Again, we get so much incredible input and feedback from the Lava RPC provider community. It really helps us to make improvements, to make things fair for all of the participants of the network. And one of the pieces of feedback that we got is that sometimes providers might get a little bit unfair advantage if they just move their self-stake around multiple times a day, and really try to take advantage of that opportunity. And we listened to that feedback. We really thought about different options of how to mitigate that problem, while at the same time not over restricting how RPC providers can run things, how they can make changes to their setup, and things like that. So currently the team is working on the change that will introduce a 24-hour cooldown period between stake movement operations, which means that if a provider moves their self-stake from one chain to another, they will have to wait at least 24 hours until they can make another transaction for moving the self-stake. This 24-hour period is still something that we are open for feedback. If you think it should be longer or shorter, or if you have other ideas of how this could be implemented better, definitely still share the feedback with us, because the team is actively working on the implementation, and it's really the best time when we can take into account any feedback that you might have on any of the aspects of this feature. And really the main intention behind implementing all of this is to prevent RPC node providers from moving the stake very fast and multiple times in a short period of time across different chains, and take the opportunity to take more rewards through doing just that. Because what we really want to make sure is that all of the Lava RPC node providers really strive in providing the best service, the best quality of service. And we really want to make sure that the way the Lava protocol functions really favors that. So this is the main reason behind this implementation. A few more details there so that you really understand how this will work. So you are probably aware of this if you are running the Lava RPC node provider today, that you can move your self-stake using the following command. There is a Lava D, transaction pairing, and you basically run the operation move provider stake, and you specify from which chain to which chain you would like to transfer a specific amount and how much. So if you run this command and you attempt to do another transaction like this within the 24-hour window, you will trigger an error, which will most likely look something like this. Again, all of this implementation is still in progress, but you will trigger an error that provider must wait 24 hours between stake moves. Another important note that I would like to make about this is that the implementation will track each provider's last stake move timestamp. So every time a provider makes that transaction, we will keep track of when it was last made. And it will apply to individual move provider stake transactions. You are probably also are aware that it is possible to make multiple stake moves within a single bulk operation. So of course they will be still allowed. You will be able to do that. But after running the transaction, if you will try to move the stake again, you will then trigger the same error that you have to wait for 24 hours before making another change. So this is the implementation that our team is working on right now. It's still in progress. I don't have a very specific ETA for when this will be rolled out. And it's good because we are very open for feedback and input. And you can share the feedback either here in the chat or follow up on Telegram or Discord or shoot me an email. Whatever way you feel the most comfortable to do that, definitely reach out to me. And we will make sure to take that feedback into consideration because all of this work stems from initial provider feedback that we got. So we want to make sure that the changes that we're making are really serving the purpose and are making things better and more fair to all of the Lava RPC node providers. Another thing that I wanted to highlight is the memory leak issue. So that was another thing that was raised to us by a few of our existing RPC node providers. It's a challenging problem to solve because it's actually really difficult to replicate the problem and investigate. As far as we know, currently it mostly affects Lava network archival nodes, specifically, I believe mostly for the mainnet. We have seen different behaviors there, but we are collecting as much information about potential causes of the issue as possible. And here again, I wanted to say a massive thank you to all of the Lava RPC node providers who are sharing that feedback. It helps because we can put together more data points for what could be the core issue. And we want to solve this as fast as possible. And this is why we wanted to potentially involve our network contributors, which applies to the Lava RPC node provider community that we have and anyone beyond that. If you think that you would be interested and capable to join and help our team by investigating this problem in more detail and even working on potential implementation, we would really like to speak with you. And we are putting together the details of how that will look like. It might be a grant, it might be some different type of contributor reward that we will do. But we would love to make this a little bit more open for the entire community to jump in and help us out with. So again, if you experience this problem and if you feel like you would have the time and the interest and the skill to spend more time investigating and working on potential solution, reach out to me again on Telegram or Discord, email, and we will talk about the next steps. But regardless of that, just wanted to mention as well is that it's definitely on the team's radar. But again, it's a tricky problem to find a very quick solution because we have to really get down to the root cause of this issue first. And another thing that is on a technical side for the Lava network team and all of the contributors that are helping out on the technical side for the Lava network team is the provider scoring. This also goes back to all of the feedback that we got from our providers when it comes to what kind of features and parameters are being favored when a provider is picked in a pairing list. And the team is continuing the research, and they are working on updating the provider scoring mechanism. This is still in more of a research stage because it changes quite a lot of things. It's at the core of the protocol implementation, but the general intention is to update it so that the providers are picked more based on their performance, of their quality of service, and that would be more emphasis on that rather than the stake amount, which currently is the case. So more updates on that will be coming as the team is making progress on that. It's ongoing. It's on the team's roadmap, and it's more of a mid long-term goal for the team to implement, and we will be sharing the status updates with you as we go along. And now, some of the things that the Lava Foundation team is focusing on. Also, again, something that I think will be important because I also have been getting questions about quite a few things that I have on this slide here. So, first and foremost, the Lava Foundation team is working on the framework for validator delegation. We spoke about it quite a few times actually, and we had a session about it in one of the previous Lava RPC provider town halls. And we spent a lot of time thinking about the best way to do it, the most fair way to do it. And we are aiming to finalize everything in November. The core thing that I want to mention there is that the framework, the way it looks right now, there are still some details that are being polished. But the real emphasis is on the validator performance over other aspects. And we are collaborating with a team and project called Poly. And they will be helping us out to make sure that the delegations are distributed in the most fair way, and that we are always delegating to the most performant and the best validators. So again, we are aiming to have everything finalized in November. So the details about how the framework looks like and how the rollout will look like will follow up fairly soon, but just wanted to let you all know that it's something that is actively being worked on by Lava Foundation team. And the next thing is the provider delegation framework. Another thing that is important, and I have been getting a lot of questions, it's also in progress, and we are aiming to finalize everything by the end of October. Same thing here. The reason why we're taking the time to make sure that everything looks good is that because we want to make things fair to our entire ecosystem and to really empower the best providers. And the provider delegation framework as well will be very heavily focused on the provider performance. We are not really taking the stake into consideration. We are looking into lots of different provider performance metrics, and we're putting together the framework that we believe will do the delegation, provider delegation distribution the best and the most fair. Same thing here, because we are planning to finalize everything in October. The details about the framework and the rollout plan will follow in the next 2 weeks. So keep an eye on it. We'll definitely have quite a few announcements there, and that will include all of the details about how like everything from delegation amounts to how we're going to distribute the delegations to all of the providers. And last but not least, we are doing a lot of work on updating the documentation and the website. If you check the Lava website or documentation right now, you will actually see quite a few changes there already. The emphasis of this work is to update the terminology that we use there to make it more cohesive, easier to understand for everyone, including users that we already have to new potential users of Lava network and all of the products that Lava network provides. And also, we did quite a lot of work in defining all of the different products that belong to the Lava network. It's going to make it easier for us to facilitate the conversations with, for example, foundations who would like to grow their developer ecosystem and would like to have their chain supported on Lava network. And if they would like to, for example, create a pool on Lava, the same, it will make it easier for us to onboard new developers who are looking for reliable RPC and everything else around other products like Smart Router. So all of this work that we're doing right now and all of the changes that you can see already and will see in the future are really directed at making it easier for everyone to use the products and also to understand the products and talk about them. And I believe that it will make it easier for all of the network contributors as well to talk to their fellow community members and explain all of the different aspects and features of these products and their implementations. So yeah, more updates on that will come as we go, and definitely check out the changes that we have made so far. And we are also super open for all of the input and feedback from all of you, so that we can make things better. So don't hesitate to reach out with the feedback that you might have. In some aspects, you might even contribute. For example, the documentation, it's open source, so you can always contribute there. Yeah, I'm personally really excited because there is so much that is happening on lots of different fronts. And there will be a lot of news to our provider ecosystem very soon about all of the things that I have mentioned. So I think those were all of the updates that I had. It was a lot, I know, a lot of information, but it's exciting to see so much good that is happening in the Lava network ecosystem. So I'm gonna quickly check the chat. And if you have any questions right now, drop them in the chat section as well. It's really great for me to see familiar names in all of these sessions. Thank you so much for joining all the time and sharing all of the nice messages. Okay, questions. Going once, going twice. If there are no questions, then I will just say thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being part of the Lava network community. And can't wait for the next Lava RPC provider town hall. I'm sure we will have updates to everything that I covered today and much more, because we have quite a few exciting collaborations coming up as well. So keep an eye on the announcements on the Lava Twitter, all of the community channels on Discord, Telegram, and yeah, I am looking forward to see you in the next Lava RPC provider town hall. Thank you so much for joining, and I will be seeing you all in a month. So thank you so much and have a beautiful day.